Ah. Right, how we fucking doing? So, back on here. Very good to see you motherfuckers. So, this video is going to be very straightforward, okay? It's going to be talking about body language, alright? Something not many people know about this these days. When you see men, which tends to piss me off quite a bit. When I see men these days, when I meet new people, I see people that are quite timid and have no self-confidence. I'm not the most confident person in the world, but I have an aura of confidence in my opinion. Okay, so this here we're going to be talking about a bit like body language, how to convey yourself in public, how to walk, how to look people in the fucking eyes, because some of you niggas can't look at your ass motherfuckers in the eyes and shit. So I'm going to be looking down at my laptop as I always do. So just bear with me. Don't get upset. Don't be crying. Stop being bitches and listen to what I say because it can be quite valuable. Okay, so why am I making this video? Well, it's quite simple to be honest with you, and I had quite a bit of inspiration today. So I'm working away and I'm in the town centre. I'm walking through the town centre, and when I go to these type of places, I don't walk around with earphones in. I'm very alert, switched on, looking around my surroundings. The word I like to use is super conscious. And the reason for that is because back in the day, in hunter-gatherer times, we had to be super conscious in case there's any threats, etc. Now in this day and age, we haven't really got as many threats. You got these niggas that are blowing shit up, which is fucking crazy. So you got to be on point. You got to be looking and seeing what one, just in case someone tries to stab you. I want to hit with a kill his ass. What duken? Or they try to steal your phones and shit. Do you know what I mean? I hit him with a little bam, a little teep in the lips. But yeah, it's one of those ones. But yeah, I was walking through the town, as I said, super conscious and shit. And when I was walking through town, I was looking at a lot of men in the area. Okay, you're supposed to look where you're going, like your eyes focus, peripheral vision, scanning, seeing what's going on, etc. And there's so many men walking around, fully grown men, older than me. I'm 25, walking around like this, timid, like basically borderline homosexual behavior. I'm thinking, how the fuck can you go through planet Earth and be a bitch? You know what I mean? But I get it quite a bit as well. Like when I meet new people, like I'm very direct. Like, hi, how are you? How you doing, nigga? And some people are just like, they won't even look in your eyes. When you look at someone and you look into their soul through their eyes, and they can't even make eye contact with you. It's fucking crazy. Okay, so the first point I want to bring up in regards to this video, in regards to body language, is having a firm handshake. So you're gonna understand this is more orientated towards men. Women, do your own thing, look sexy, do what the fuck you're doing. You feel me? This is towards men, all you fucking gay boys out there that can't walk straight and then like you're fucking queer. Okay, handshaking. This is basic 101. Okay, when you shake someone's hand, you have to have a firm shake. You know, you get them motherfuckers that want to prove that they're fucking the Incredible Hulk, and the motherfuckers want to squeeze your hand. Well, I'm gonna give you a little tip, okay? If you think of me shaking someone's hand, I'm gonna do it like this so you can see. When you grip the person's hand, you want to have this thing here, which I think is called the index. Don't butcher me if I've got it wrong. You want to have this so it's gripped onto their wrist. Having your fingers like this, you see here, prevents them from being able to properly grip and squeeze your hand like a little motherfucker. So by doing that, you get a solid, firm grip with the perfect amount of pressure. Okay. Now, there's a few subliminal messages which are used in the body language industry. I say industry, but it's not really industry. It's just like, how do I put this? Little nuance things you can use, and these basically come back to psychology. Now, if you see the average person using them, or you use it on the average person, they're not even going to know anything, but it's going to have a psychological effect on the brain. So this sort of goes back to hunter-gathering days. So when it comes to shaking someone's hand, if you shake your hand with your palm up, it's almost like a submissive role. You're submitting to that individual. Now the opposite, if you put your hand out, obviously with the palm facing downwards, you almost come in as an authoritarian role, okay? So just keep an eye on that. Like, if someone was to shake your hand like this, they're effectively saying they're better than you and they want to try dominate you. Whereas like this, what essentially they're saying is, listen, you're probably better than me and I'm submitting to you, okay? Also, what you want to look for is them slime motherfuckers, yeah? What they'll do is they'll come in and they'll attempt to undermine you, and it's a psychological trick. So what you do is you come into someone and you go, hi, how are you? And what they'll do is they'll grip your hand thinking, listen, this guy's submitting to me here. And then what you do is you rotate the hand to an authoritarian position. And then you become the dominated person. And the psychological effect of being manipulated there and then. So that's very powerful. That's the first one. So always have a good handshake. And I've given you a few cues you can use if you think someone's a bit too confident. Okay, you can flip the hand round. What you also can do as well, which Donald Trump does, he dominates when he does this. And I've had it done to me. And if you're watching this, you know who the fuck you are. You fucked me up, brother. We was in public as well, you pussy hole. So when you go in to shake someone's hand, what you're supposed to do is essentially give them a little tug, which throws them off balance and basically says, listen, I got you here. You know, that's a really cuntish one. Don't do that with ladies around you, because if you do that to the person and they do that, they're going to be hitting you with some heavy hits, all right? That's the first one, guys. Have a good handshake. Don't be a fucking bitch. Second is look into people's eyes, okay? So when you meet a man for the first time, or when you walk into a room, you want to be making eye contact, direct eye contact with the person that you're talking to, okay? We are social beings, so we need to be seeing people's eyes and faces, okay? Now, if someone looks at me, if someone can't even look at me, what does that tell you? One, this person could be easily dominated. Another, this person's a pussy. And third, this person's a pushover, okay? So when you talk to someone, look at that mofo in the eyes. If you as a man cannot talk to someone and look them in the eyes, you really, really, really need to look at yourself in the mirror, because something's going fucking wrong, okay? That's the second point there. I don't need to touch on it too much. Just make eye contact with people, okay? Next one is smiling. Now, I have a thing about smiling. I enjoy smiling, being happy, etc. But it's smiling at the right time. I don't tend to smile at other men unless they're my friends. Do you understand what I mean by that? Okay, but I smile at women as well, because obviously it's the gal. You feel me? So when it comes to men, I don't tend to smile at them unless I know them personally. So obviously when I'm with my friends, I'm smiling, having fun, etc., being myself. But when you smile around a new figure or a new man, I see it as quite a submissive role. Now, if you refer it back to chimpanzees, when chimpanzees see the alpha, what do? They show their teeth as a sign of submission. So if you're going to meet a new individual and you're almost smiling like a, hey, how you doing type shit, you're a fucking gay boy. Absolute gay boy. So you want to just fucking nip that in the butt and stop fucking doing it, okay? When you walk, when you introduce yourself to someone, look at them in the eyes, shake their hand with a stern look so that you're not considered a pussy or pushover, and do not submit to them. You're a grown fucking man. Act like it. Next is walking with confidence. So going back to the story I had earlier about how I was seeing a lot of people walking with their heads down, you are basically saying to the robbers and the thieves, attack me. Attack this motherfucker. Look at this guy. He's not even looking where he's going. He's got his earphones in. He's doing this. He's doing that. He's looking at the floor. Fuck his ass up. All right? So you become a prime target. You are prey. You want to walk like you're a predator. Obviously not a paedophile. You understand where I'm coming from, yeah? Predator, like you're the king of the jungle. So having a walk with confidence, walk with stride, and walk like you're capable and competent. That's what you need to do. Obviously, the classic, chest out, arms back, head up, looking where you're going, making eye contact with people, giving them stern looks, smiling. Obviously, when you meet beautiful women, etc., you need to be walking with an aura of confidence. When you walk into somewhere, walk in there like you own it. A practice which you can take away, which I personally do, is I project myself into a room before I've entered the room, or before I enter a shop, I project myself into that shop, or just a venue, etc. So what I do is a practice of feeling my energy. I'll feel my energy and I'll project myself into the room before I even enter it. So for example, It's really hard for me to explain this. And it has this weird innate ability of capturing people's attention because people can sense you before you even arrive. That's your auric field. Okay. So the best way I can explain it is before I enter a venue, I'll stand outside or something like that, or walk around the corner, and I will push my energy out of my being, expand myself, expand my auric field until I enter that vicinity, venue, wherever I'm going. Enter it. So when I walk in, it's almost like I've been here before, I'm relaxed, I'm calm, I'm confident, I know where I'm going, and all the attention is on me. I don't know what it is, I think it's primal, very spiritual. Have that ability. Try do it because it actually works. It feels incredible as well. Try it, really good. Next one, which kind of ties into walking with confidence and being confident, is being yourself. Now, 2025, everyone's trying to be someone else, acting this way, acting that way. Now, I understand being able to adopt certain personalities or character traits to help boost yourself. Like, for example, if you're very introverted, taking characteristics from someone who is very extroverted, taking their vocabulary, the way they talk, where they act, where they convey themselves, and implementing it into yourself. I totally understand where you're coming from. But the fundamentals of life is being yourself. And that's where your foundation, where your root comes. And that's when you'll truly become confident because you're being yourself. If you're not yourself and you're putting almost like this persona on, you're almost walking around the world with a mask on. And it's not good because sometimes the mask slips and then people see a glimpse of really who you are. And if you were just to convey yourself as being that person the first time, they won't be shocked at what's underneath. Okay. Next, which I think is very important, is the art of being combative. Having the ability to beat a motherfucker's ass. So this is the main reason why I took up combat sports. I've been doing it, I'd say, on and off. Well, let's say on and off, that's a complete lie. I've been doing it for about 2 years now, fighting. I've had one fight, unfortunately lost, is what it is. And I've got a new fight coming up next month, so I'll let you know the results of that one. Being combative and having that innate ability to beat someone's ass if needs be also brings a realm of confidence about yourself. It's really good. Having a knowledge of being able to someone get in your face. What's that, bro? Bam! Knock all their fucking teeth out their mouth. You see me? So it's pretty good stuff. So I think everyone should be learning how to fight, whether or not you go down to your local gym. I do not advocate for jiu-jitsu. Let me just put that out there right now. Okay? The only time I would, yeah, is when you're doing MMA. Then you can get them on the ground, do all what you need to do, boom, boom, boom. But I'm not really about going down to jiu-jitsu sessions and rolling around with fully grown men with hairy chests and putting their ass in my face. Not for me, you see me. Get down, learn how to fight. K1 is really good. Kickboxing, for you don't know. MMA is really good as well because it gives you the fundamentals of a variety of sports. Martial arts, sorry. Thai is really good. Do whatever you feel like doing, but always get down and doing that, okay? And the art of also not giving a fuck. Fuck everyone. Like, you got your friends, family, nice. What I've learned and what has really helped to elevate me and come to terms with who I am is no matter if you're doing good and no matter if you're doing bad, people have always got something to say. So regardless, fuck what everyone says. Everyone's going to say something regardless. Do what you want to do and do what you need to do, okay? And that will just give you another realm of confidence about yourself, right? Also, as well as that, we have like dominating poses. So not many people know about these dominating poses. They have a psychological effect. So obviously, you probably know about the fundamentals, what fundamental ones, the basics, like the Superman pose. The Superman pose is psychologically gives you a bit more confidence. Like, I think it's like plus 2 XP, which is really good. So doing the Superman poses, they're called power poses, okay, which have a psychological effect on you. As well as that, when it comes to conversations, having certain hand gestures. If you've ever done it to someone or someone's done it to you, it has a psychological effect. I've seen it firsthand, I've experienced it firsthand. So putting your hands in certain places, if you're having a conversation with someone and you feel like they're trying to dominate you, you can just change up the whole situation by changing how you're sitting, by taking a much more lenient stance, by by obviously being relaxed, chilled out, not caring about what you're saying, and obviously now you're listening. Sitting forward, hands together, clenched like this in a power pose, understanding what they're saying. That has a very primal switch, a psychological switch, which indicates to that person that you're not fucking about and you mean business. Okay. What you can also do is have much relaxed tones, which is like sitting back, legs crossed, that type of stuff. Oozes confidence about yourself. Okay. As well as that, and what we've also got is the dominant poses when you're having conversations. So, such as putting your hands flat down on desks, conveys and oozes confidence about yourself. So it's very good. So that's something you should look at as well. Get that done. Add that to yourself as well. What I also talk about as well is being animated. So people don't like this guy, Andrew Tate. I think he's a fucking G. So all the Tates, I think they're fucking Gs. But he taught me this, okay, in his body language course. So he talked about having your hands here, there, and everywhere. So when you speak, it's very good to be animated, okay? So if you're in a confrontation and the guy's getting lippy with you and you're animated, and you're talking like this and that, this and that, this and that, you bam! You can jab him in the mouth, boom, knock him clean out. He's not going to see it coming because your hands are always animated. You're always there. You're always ready to go. You're always ready to dish out and knock niggas out. You see me? But if your hand's down like this, think of it in a conversation. You're talking about something, blah, 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 and someone's getting lippy. If I was to bring a punch up, you're going to see it. You're going to see it coming. So you always got to be animated here, there, and everywhere. If you've got a gun, boom, you kill the motherfucker. So it's one of those ones, or if someone throws a punch at you, you're able to block it. You have to get out of the way. It's incredible. But also, taken away from being combative, it has the ability of capturing people's attention. When you talk to people and you're very animated, it oozes confidence. Your ability to capture a room, bring the attention onto yourself, is a very effective way if you're in a big setting to capture everyone's attention. Now, I want you to look at this and tell me which one's better. Hey guys, my name's Kwasi. How we doing? Yeah, hope you're all good. Amazing, nice. Well, hi guys, my name's Kwasi. How we doing? Hope everyone's good. How you doing? How you doing? Amazing. You can see the clear difference, okay? And just having the ability to move your hands around and be more animated can actually affect you psychologically and help you captivate and cultivate a room, okay? So here's a few tips. Use them, implement them into your life. Comment down below any other ones that you use in your personal life, or just comment about how you've used them in your life and how they benefit, or how you've been able to change them. There'll be another video in the future with updated methods, but here is pretty much the fundamentals and the baselines of what you need to be dominating. Thank you.